And it's going to be short and sweet to praise and thank the Lord today. It said, this is a psalm of praise.
Amen.
I make a joyful noise unto the Lord, all ye lands. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come before his presence with singing. Know ye that the Lord, he is God. It is he that had made us, and not ourselves. We are his people, and the sheep of his pasture. Enter into his gates with thanksgiving, and into the courts with praise. Be thankful unto him, and bless his name. For the Lord is good, his mercy is everlasting, and his truth endureth to all generations. Bless the reading of his word.
I gotta give God thanks.
Yes, Amen.
This is the first testimony. I give God thanks every single day.
Amen.
Just about when the pandemic started last year, my sister from the Leaf called me and she said, I don't know what's happening with my daughter, but something is wrong. Healthy young woman. I call it in her prime if her age is not off the calendar yet, right? She said she's complaining about all these headaches. The year before she lost her hearing completely in one ear. She's been to all kinds of specialists and they don't know why she lost her hearing. And then she started with the headaches. And the headache started getting more and more aggressive. And then she started losing her eyesight. And we had not a clue what was going on, and all the doctors was giving her medication. They were giving her medication. Nothing was helping. She started losing her balance. She's not able to walk. She was walking like she was drunk. She had to be led after a while because she could not walk on her own. And doctors after doctors, nobody knew what was going on. You know what it did? It brought the family together and said, if man can't figure it out, God can figure it out. And so we started a weekly prayer meeting, praying and praying and praying that the doctors would figure out what was going on. Nothing happened. And so one day we decided we are praying for the wrong thing or we are praying the wrong way. And so we decided that we are going to pray that the Lord send somebody to reveal to us what is going on with her as we are seeing her deteriorating and losing weight and losing weight. It got to the point whereby she could not eat. My Lord, when we started praying that Monday, we met every Monday evening at 6 o'clock to pray. And when we prayed that Monday, Lord, send the doctor that you want to reveal to us what is going on. My sister went to work that week, and she was working with a client, and just talking to the client said, there is a doctor by the name of Jaime Cervantes. Now, I don't know why Belize is so small and nobody has never heard about that doctor. Anyways, my sister called the doctor, and the doctor said to her, I am not meeting in office, so I can speak to you on Zoom, but email me the symptoms of what's going on. And so my sister documented it, my niece assisted her, and then she sent it over, emailed it to me for me to go over. Now, all I can tell you is I felt like I was in Belize, because as my niece's symptoms changed, my sister would text me or WhatsApp me and tell me what's going on. So because I felt like I was there every single step of the way, I was able to change up the narrative and say, look, you didn't include this. Look, I'm including this in the narrative. Remember, this is what happened after that. And then we emailed it to the doctor. My God. The doctor said, because of the symptoms that I am seeing, I am going to scrap my protocol of Zoom because of COVID. I need to see her in the office. And my sister, and this was while my sister was on her way from work to meet the doctor on Zoom. On the way, the doctor called and said, come to my office because of the information that you gave me. When they got there, when the doctor examined her, the doctor said, I think it can be 3 things, but I am not going to diagnose her until she does the MRI. Now, MRI in Belize is not cheap, okay? You can do 2 types of MRI. One costs $3,500 and the other one costs $4,500. The doctor said, I know that it's expensive, but I need you to do the one that is $4,500 because it's going to show me some information that I need to know. I told my sister, call medical associates, let's get it going now. By the grace of God, we came up with the finances. And when she got out of that MRI, she alone was devastated. Just by the technician that did the MRI, by their face, she was already devastated. Guess what she did? She opened the MRI and then she called me. She said, something is wrong. I can see something, but I don't know what it means. I said, look, shut up the MRI. It is not your business to open it and take it to the doctor because you can't read it and I can't read it. So let the doctor do their job. And they took it back to the doctor. Indeed, one out of the 3 things the doctor thought it was, she had a tumor the size of a tennis ball in her brain. The doctor said, she has to do surgery. The tumor is too big to do radiation. She has to do surgery. Surgery then has to be done in a month's time. Now, Belize don't have all the equipment and all the doctors. He said, I can do it, but there are limitations. So he said, I'm reaching out to my counterparts in Cancun and in Merida. Now the following week, we spoke to the doctors in Cancun, and the doctor said to us, this is all we assume, we can do the surgery. It's gonna be an 8-hour surgery, but we cannot take out all of the tumor. We listened to the doctor, and we got off the phone, and then we consulted back with the doctor the Lord sent, Dr. Cervantes. He said to us, he says, there is a machine that I need to be in the surgery. Cancun does not have that machine. The doctor says they don't have it. Therefore, I'm going to wait for the others in Maryland. All this time is going. Now my niece can't sleep. She cannot lay down anyways because she's in excruciating pain. so she's now sleeping sitting up. Okay. When the doctors in Merida called and we were with them on Zoom, specifically I can remember what the doctor said. Now, I don't know about you, people can talk and you listen to them and everything and you know things are serious, but for something there's not a connection. But when the doctors in Merida spoke to us, when the doctor specifically said the tumor is on a nerve, and this nerve is where the tumor derived from. This is the spot whereby it determines whether you go to sleep or you stay awake. Now, he did not say specific life or death. He said it determines whether she sleeps or stay awake. That message was might as well he had said it to me, because then that's exactly what the Spirit told me, that life and death, this is where this is. We got to get her going. And the doctor said, we do have the machine. I don't know what type of machine is it. We can get the machine. I'm telling you, the surgery in Cancun would have cost $35,000 US. We don't know where the money was going to come from, but okay, we're trusting in God. The surgery in Merida would have costed $15,000 US. Therefore, we prayed again, okay? Whatever way we tried and we started working it out and praying to the Lord to provide the finances, because time is this. I thank God for family. Because some of my family members said, don't worry, I'm willing to put up my house and take it to the bank so that you can get a loan. And this one, we really started working it out. Those in Belize, my sister, you guys know Sheila. Sheila has been here with Greg. Sheila is the cook of the family, okay? Sheila immediately started doing fundraising, turkey dinner and everything, and I can tell you, all sorts of people started donating for the cause. In no time, $10,000 raised. In another time, another $5,000 raised. I say this to say, when it was time for the surgery, the enemy tried every single thing he could. We did not know that there were certain, this is how the doctors in Merida did it. They got a group together of specialists, and then they went to a specific hospital, because they're from different hospitals. And then the machine that Dr. Cervantes says, I need that machine in the service, in the surgery. It costed $8,000 US only to get the machine. Well, we trusted in God. Surgery day came. Good Friday, she was supposed to be admitted in the hospital in Merida. Going, we had to pray, because she started throwing up and throwing up and throwing up. I don't know about you, but when these things happen, I was already forewarned that when she starts throwing up, okay, that's when it's getting critical. There's things happening, and so she couldn't sleep and she started throwing up. We prayed, I'm telling you, I prayed. I said, Lord, let her sleep all the way. We didn't know how she would get there. One doctor told us, Dr. Cervantes, don't put her on a plane because of the pressure in the airplane. Well, we decided road, but guess what? Government the day before shut down all the borders because of COVID, closed down all the borders. We said, well, okay, Lord, you gotta, this is by both of people, you know, you gotta wait. Okay, well, went to the embassy and everything to get permit to take her through. My God, God worked out every single thing. We prayed. Do you know that child slept all the way from Belize to Merida without waking up? And that was our prayer. Because if she was up, she wouldn't be able to take it. She was in so much pain. Got to Merida and everything. When she got into the hospital, Sunday morning, 10 o'clock was surgery. We all decided we will fast and pray until that surgery is finished. And that's what we did as a family. We fasted and prayed. The surgery took 7 hours. 7 hours, but let me tell you the miracle working hand of God, okay? She came out of that surgery speaking. Now, is God good or what?
Yes, he is.
She came out of that surgery Sunday night speaking. Now, if you ask her if she remembers, she's going to say, I don't remember speaking. The following day, the Monday, by the way, that was Easter Sunday, okay? The Monday, the entire family gathered on Zoom. She was sitting up in the hospital, communicating to us on Zoom how she's feeling. If you ask her now, she does not remember doing that. The next day, she was up out of the bed and they had her walking. The doctor actually took a picture of the portion of the tumor and gave it to my sister. I'm telling you, God is a miracle working God. If we do not believe that we have a God that can answer every single prayer, it doesn't matter what you're going through. Okay? My niece did surgery Easter of this year. My niece is actually working. She is fully working her job. The doctors have released her. Let me not sidestep the goodness of God now. When she came back to Belize, it was within 7 days after the surgery that she came back to Belize by road again. When the doctor saw her, the doctor said, I need for her to go and do another MRI. Went over to the medical associates. Now we had to find the other $4,500 for that MRI. When we got there, or she got there, the technician again, my God, these technicians have to learn to have a poker face, okay? The technician looked at the MRI and looked at her and said to her, who did this surgery? What doctor did this surgery? The technician's face totally turned around because that was the same technician that did the first MRI. I'm telling you, the doctors in Merida told my sister, we were able to get out 90% of the tumor. 10% of the tumor is still there. And so the doctors were planning on radiation to deal with the other 10%. That machine that Dr. Cervantes said has to be there. The machine went off like crazy in the surgery. That is the machine that tells us if they are getting treacherously and dangerously close to damaging a nerve. That nerve that will determine whether she sleeps or she stays awake. And so the doctors pulled back as the machine went off like crazy. Guess what? The technician saw on the MRI nothing. I remind you now that the doctors in Merida says we left 10% of the tumor inside because we were getting too close to damaging the nerve. Took it back to her main doctor, Dr. Cervantes. Dr. Cervantes didn't believe what he was seeing, but he did not say a word at that moment. He says, I need you guys to come back in 6 months. And when you come back, I need another MRI. My sister says, am I supposed to do the MRI? This is another $4,500. I said, talk to the doctor. I said, talk to the doctor. Went back in. After that other 6 months, that was recently. I kid you not. I have to read this to you. Now the doctor kept on telling my sister from before she left, she says, there is a supreme being looking over her. Because if it was her, my sister, or him that had this tumor, they would not be alive. And so, as they continued on and we continued praying to the Lord, because that's all we can do, we can pray. I got to read you the way the doctor explained it this last time, and he said that she can fully go back to work. Now, you got to tell me what God we serve. This is the same God. This is the same God that had Elijah soak the altar with water and then burn fire on that altar that is soaked with water. Because guess what? We serve a God that is able to do over and beyond what man can think about and what we cannot even think about. That's the kind of God that we serve. And my Lord, here we go. So the doctor said at the last time, he says, I do not have any explanation for what went on with your daughter. He says, in the medical terms, they call it spontaneous regression. And spontaneous regression of the brain, he said, it is extremely rare. Only 6 cases have been reported in literature. Not 6%, but 6 cases have been reported in literature. And the case presentation is we describe the case of a patient who was diagnosed with a pontomedullary dorsal brainstem glioma. That's the tumor. And so he said, because the patient and her parent refused, that was in other cases, right? They ended up doing surgery. In this case, my niece did not decline anything. She said, whatever it is that needs to be done, let it be done, okay? And so the doctor said, this is the only way I can explain it. Never seen it before. First time in all my 25 years experience in the medical field, she is my first patient. He had never seen it before, so I guess now it's 7 cases, right? Not 6, but 7 cases. But you gotta tell me, what an awesome God we serve. Amen. This is the God who is able to defy any and everything that we could ever think about. When man says this, he says, no, this is my command. This is what I am going to do. Speak life. Think life. Choose life. This is the God that we serve. And I'm ever so grateful to God. You know why? On this day, the 28th of November, my niece turns 31 years old today. Wow. Today she turned 31 years old. Gotta give God. I gotta give God all the praise, the honor, and all the glory. Why? Because He is a miracle working God. Before the surgery, my niece called me broken down in tears. And this is sister to the one that did the surgery. The Saturday night before, my niece called her and gave her every single information. All her bank accounts, password to all her bank accounts, password to everything on the computer, everything. And her sister broke down in tears calling me. I told her, it's okay. It's okay, you know why? She is at a spot whereby she is ready. Now you know what she tells me? She says, at that point in time, I prayed, and me and myself, I spoke to the Lord, and I said, Lord, your will be done. If this is your will, I'm ready to go home. Now, I don't know any of us that is in a position, right? We have to be in a position then to understand, to come to that conversation with God, to say, Lord, okay, everything is in your hands, out of my hands. So I'm releasing everything, and if it is your will, let me go. If it is not your will, bring me back, because I have no control. She said, that's the point where I was. It was not fear. And she said, when they rolled me into the surgery, there was no fear in me. She said, I had a peace. She says, I felt peace with myself when they rolled me into surgery. Now, God is good. Because if we can celebrate,
For your name.